this is Franklin with OpenSourceVegan.com, and today I'm looking forward to making apple turnovers. This quick and easy natural recipes cookbook is growing on me, and I'm going to take an idea from their pizza crust and basically expand upon that to make my own recipe for the apple turnover crust. In this bowl I have 5 cups of white whole wheat flour. I'll show you this package. This is Hodson Mill, and you can see right there it says white whole wheat flour. I was able to get this at Walmart as well. And I have 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of honey in here, and I'm going to put 2 cups of water in this bowl and then mix it together. I mix the mixture with a whisk, and then I use my hands to form it into a ball. This is the first time I've used white whole wheat flour. So my next step is to take part of this, roll it out thinly into a circle, and then I'm going to put my apple filling on top of that. This is how my apple turnover should look before it goes in the oven. And what I've done is I've already made my apple turnover crust, and I have my filling right here. And I have one of my crusts that's not exactly a circle, and not all of my crust came out like a circle, is more like a square, but I'm going to go ahead and put my filling on top of this crust, and then I'm going to do the same thing that I did here, just bend it and then poke some holes in it. I made my crust pretty big, so I just put a 1/2 cup of filling on top of the crust. Now I just folded it, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but you'll see that right here is where the actual filling ends, and so I'm going to cut off the excess whole wheat because it's not going to really taste that good without the filling. And then I'm just going to use my fork basically to do what I am doing right here, to kind of mash down at the edges of the crust so that the apple filling will not escape during while it's being baked in the oven. And then I also poke holes in the top of the filling just so it can have air. And I remember one time when I was doing pizza crust a long time ago, I forgot to poke holes. Actually, I didn't know that I needed to poke holes in my crust, and it was very bubbly. I want to poke holes in it so air can escape and it will prevent it from being bubbly. The crust recipe I gave you allowed me to make 9 relatively big apple turnovers, and I used up all of my apple filling. If I didn't use all my apple filling, then when I would eat these in the morning, I would dip the apple turnovers in my apple filling, and it would have been even sweeter. But I don't think I'm going to make any more apple filling for myself for these apple turnovers. Now I'm going to put them in the oven at 350. These apple turnovers have been in the oven for about 45 minutes. And you can see either my filling is a little bit runny, or I could do a better job with the fork, but you can see that some of the filling has come out. But as I put it on the platter, it doesn't really matter that much. But I'll show you the finished product. Here is my finished product of my apple turnovers. They look wonderful, and I am so happy I made them. This is Franklin with OpenSourceVegan.com. OpenSourceVegan.com. Want to learn more about health? OpenSourceVegan.com highly recommends you read the book, The Ministry of Healing.